In it? Yeah. I mean, we got a whole bunch of more. I mean, look, I got the Twitter ready.
Okay.
We gonna hold on. We're gonna tweet.
Oh.
You want to tweet? Let's go. All right, first tweet. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. We gonna go to Twitter. Wait, here we go. Is that how you? That's what it is, right?
What's
Tweet?
the?
Is
What's
it tweet or
the,
tweet?
what's the handle?
Oh, we're just men ATL.
Okay.
Yeah. I couldn't do. We're just men.
Make sure y'all follow that.
It was too long. I couldn't do we're just men. It was too long.
Damn, bro, we tripping. I'm Q.
Oh, I'm D, and we're just men. Yo, you know what we're talking about. We created a Twitter. We're excited about it.
All right.
I'm just saying. So hold on, we about to tweet our first we're just men tweet. Hold on, I gotta go to it. Y'all should see our picture on it. We're some sexy men. I'm not gonna look at him. I mean, I didn't mean to look at him like that, but
Bro,
no homo.
come on.
We're sexy. Look, oh, are we not? Beer gang.
Anyway. What the hell you finna tweet?
Oh, we about to tweet. All right, you ready? All right, look. So the little feather.
Bro,
that's what somebody told me. The little
I
feather.
got a Twitter. What the hell you finna tweet?
We gonna tweet episode 5, right? Season 2. We gonna take a picture.
And what's the name of the episode?
We ain't telling them. It's a surprise.
Oh.
We can't. We gonna drop it on Twitter before we tell you. No, it's not. We're not gonna do that. Episode 5, season 2. Hold on. We're gonna take a picture. You ready? All right. Boom. Hold on. Photo. First tweet. Wait, I got spinning around. My bad. I'm terrible at technology.
We see, bro.
All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hell yeah. There we go. That's what we do. There we go. First tweet.
All right, man.
We're just men.
I've been slipping. I ain't got scores this week again.
Dog, you should have seen what just came across my Twitter. My bad.
But yeah, I ain't got scores again this week, so that's on me. I'm gonna do better.
You slipping on your payment, bro?
Yeah.
Oh wait, so ever since your team took that L, y'all, you've been slipping.
We ain't gonna start this shit.
Oh, I'm just saying. I noticed you ain't wearing a Baltimore hat today.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Ever since your team took that L,
I'm gonna take that one on the chin.
I'm just saying. You
take
say,
that one on the
hey,
chin.
look, I'm not. Look, hands up, don't shoot.
Bruh, I got December 10th circled on my calendar.
Please do. Have a circle. Have a circle. I'm ready for it. All right, so he don't got scores. This segment is brought to you by Bird Dog Blackberry. If you haven't tried it, it's gonna give you a whole new level of confidence. It's
That should smell like blackberries.
it's not bad. It's not bad. I don't think I've ever had anything blackberry, but
No.
we'll go with it. So yeah, Bird Dog Blackberry. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. Tastes good. Today we get into something that's a little bit more meaty, right?
Right. We gonna get a little deep. We're gonna get a little deep.
And the crazy part about it is, I don't even think it should be that deep. This should be common sense, right?
Right.
Then we got that should word,
Should.
but not common sense. In 8th grade, my 8th grade music or math teacher told me, and his name was Mr. Cherry. Let me tell you, he was a character. He told me one day, he's like, common sense ain't the common, and that's just stuck with me ever since I was in 8th grade. It makes sense.
It's true.
So, you know how we do. We talk about relationships. Everything is based on relationships. Whether you're, your relationship between you and your boss, relationship with you and your girlfriend, relationship with you and your boyfriend, whatever. Relationship with you and your kids. It all boils down to relationship, how you relate to each other, and ultimately where you see that going, and how you want to get better at it. The problem is we got, this day and age, we live in this microwave society. We got the millennials, the Gen X's, and we're all talking about
everybody on their phones, on social media.
Yeah, I'm texting, I'm tweeting.
And this thing called relationship goals
or bagels
has developed, and social media paints a picture that's not really true all the time.
No, is it that it's not true, or it's just that maybe you don't know how that couple, that picture they took, you don't know, did they get into a crazy argument right before they took it?
Yeah, but it's
or
just
how
like,
they got there.
It's like,
Is it
another topic.
Okay, all right. So I'm just saying, but so at the end of the day, we're trying to get y'all to think about how you view your relationships and what you should, what we believe is a a worthwhile thought process. We're not saying you should. You're an individual person. You're grown or you're almost grown. These are things that we definitely think will be worthwhile thinking about if you're talking about relationships, and that goes for many different fields.
So basically, what are you willing to go through to get to your relationship goals?
Now, all right, so what are you willing to go through to get to that bay goal or that relationship goal?
Right.
All right, so what's some of the goals that we see out there right now, though?
Everybody, you know, well, I can speak personally. Black love.
Black love, okay.
Black love. So anything that's like black love, you know, you got Gabrielle Union, Dwayne Wade out there. You got, you know, your Will and Jada. You got your Barack and Michelle. You know, like when you see that, it's just like So that's a relationship.
That's a relationship goal.
You know, I have that.
Okay, yeah. You good. You get that black love.
Yeah.
I bet you wash with black soap. Black body wash. I think they have black body wash now too, which is a little bit strange. I don't think Africans use that.
I'm not really sure.
I've never tried either one of them. But so black love. All right, what about all right, let's go like simple. Both of y'all got like matching color J's.
Nah.
Bagels. No?
That's not.
All right.
Now, I'm only speaking for me.
All right, but both of y'all got matching Rolls Royces, Bagels.
Shit. No, my wife, she gonna want the SUV.
Okay.
And I had a car.
So what? Matching Range Rover and Jaguar? Like the same color?
Maybe bad example.
Okay. All right.
You get the point. You get the point.
At the end of the day, y'all, everybody has a relationship. They have a goal for it, right? Relationship goal, bay goal, boss goal, you know, career goal, kids goal. You know, you want to see your kids. You know, they turn 18. You want to make sure that they go to a great college, right? Or that they choose to go to a great college.
Right.
You get a relationship goal or bay goal. Y'all might want to buy a house one day. Y'all might want to get matching motorcycles or travel all the time or go to all these different cool places to eat all the time or listen to good music together. And long and short of it, you got goals. The behind the scenes is there's a process behind it.
It's a process and everything.
So how do you? All right. So what are some of the things that you think are a part of that process that we can't really, unless we understand what the process is or that there is a process? Like I just think we're in a losing battle.
First you gotta understand it's a process within the process.
Okay.
It's a process to learn how to communicate effectively with each other. That's a process because you gotta learn how each other receives or processes the way you give them, information.
All I don't have time to be calling people and talking on the phone. All I have time for is texting her throughout the day. I'm not trying to.
Well, there's got to be an understanding between y'all.
Okay, I wasn't expecting you to say that, but okay.
I mean, communications, communicate. Like, hey.
But can you build a relationship through texting?
To each his own.
Do you think it's possible?
Some people are different. I'm not that type of person. I'm more into conversation. I like to talk. I like to hear you speak. I like to hear your opinion.
I'm the same way.
Right.
I'll text if I have to.
Right.
But I'd rather not text. I don't think you can build a relationship through texting. I think it's too impersonal. If you have a wall up, I get it. You're not really for a relationship necessarily. Like, not fully. Like, there's always... Because the other person can tell at certain points that there's a wall. And at some point, if that wall doesn't seem like it's coming down, what are we going to do? We feel inadequate. We feel like, well, maybe it's something about me that is not allowing you to feel that comfortable. Maybe it's something about me that isn't allowing you to open up. And then they start, kind of getting down on themselves. It may have nothing to do with them, but there's a couple of things besides communication, and you do have to communicate that. I think that's important for the other person to know, hey, listen, this is my marinade. This is what I came from. This is what I'm accustomed to, or this is what I've been through. But the other side of it is coming to the table with a clean slate, if that makes sense.
Yeah, leave leave all the past shit in the past. Like, I mean, some things are gonna happen to you. They're gonna hurt you. You're gonna build a wall. But at some point, when you decide to move on, and especially when you meet somebody that you're getting comfortable with, that you want to be with, you can see yourself being with, you have to kind of let your guard down.
Yeah.
You know, and that could be part of sacrifice. Because in all good things that you want, it has to be a sacrifice, just like it's a process. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a ball player, it's a process. Sometimes when your boys hit you up and hey, or your girls hit you up and be like, hey, let's go out clubbing, let's go, you know, or your boy hit you up, man, I got these chicks, da da da. Nah, bro, I gotta go hit this weight room, or nah, I need to study this playbook, or nah, I need to, you know, hit these books. It's a sacrifice. You gotta give up something to get something, you know. But sacrifice is only temporary, and in relationships, we talked about it. Sacrifice instead of compromise. When you sacrifice, you actually gain more and lose nothing. You know, so
that's deep, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So taking it to relationships. All right. So you're married. Mm-hmm. Listen, I want to be married. I'll tell you. I mean, I am dating a beautiful, beautiful black woman, and man, I feel so blessed. You know, hopefully one day we get to have his wife and this beautiful chocolate woman on the show one day, just so we can pick their brains about certain things. But
I would like that.
I think we both realize that there's a process, because we had a vision. Both of us set out with a vision. And y'all know where we were first season. Y'all seen how we were. We were engaged. He got married. I didn't, which is fine. But there's a process that goes from vision to manifestation. And we already talked about two things that are really important in those: communication and coming to the table with a clean slate. Understanding the person that you're sitting across from is not your past. He's not that person, or she's not that person that did that to you. And I know it's difficult, but it's absolutely imperative, because you could destroy a wonderful thing by demonizing or penalizing or even unconsciously that new guy or that new woman for the stuff that somebody else did. I'm not saying I'm not saying not be or not be educated or not feel like you're smarter and that you didn't learn anything. What I am saying is understand that this really is something new. Give him an opportunity, or give her the opportunity to mess up. And they may surprise you. They may not. So they may not mess up.
That's one of the other things I feel. You know, trust will be lost and trust will be earned. Okay. That's just part of relationships. You're gonna have some disappointments. You know, you might even have some doubts sometimes, but it's, you know, trusting in what you're building. You know, and so you're gonna lose trust, but you also get an opportunity to, you know, gain it back. You know, and the other thing with that too is just, you know how back in the day people used to have like long relationships, like be married for like 40, 50 years, you know what I'm saying? Really grow old together, die, like till they'll do them part for real. You know, and I feel like the difference then and kind of now is, I understand we've evolved. I understand that women have changed and they're more independent and things like that. But you have to be willing to, when you have something good, you know you have something good, sometimes it's gonna fuck up. Or you might fuck up. But are y'all willing to just go through it? And I think that's the difference. Back then, people were more willing to, you know, okay, I understand we human, we fuck up, but that, you know, we in it. Let's go.
All right, so that takes it to in my opinion, there are like certain things in every relationship, you are going to go through. Let's label this shit you can't avoid. Basically. I'm just saying, shit you can't avoid.
Yeah.
whether it's your boss, your kids, or your spouse, or the person you want to be your spouse, you can't pass the buck. You're not gonna be able to avoid it. It's gonna happen. And one of the first things that I think about, and you've touched on it, was communication. And moving from communication, I look at the other parts of the thing that you're not gonna be able to separate, or forget about, or not talk about, is family. I'm gonna tell you right now, I want to know where you came from, what your background is. I'm not saying, I'm not trying to like get your social security number. I want to know who I'm dealing with. I want to know what I'm gonna have to deal with. Let me know if grandmama really thought she was gonna marry a white dude, and that's what she really wants you to marry, but you got this caramel brother over here. Let me know. Let me know if she wanted to be speaking Spanish, and you picked some black dude who knows how to speak. I'm just saying, he come from the hood, come to projects. I'm not Mexican. I don't speak Spanish. Let me know. I may not want to have kids. You may want to have a big family. Let's talk about this. Let me know where you.
Bro, I think that's part of the dating phase.
It is. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that's the process of it. It's kind of all in the process. I'm like,
okay.
Let me know. A lot of people want to shy away from talking about, personal life or where they come from. That's so important for me to learn who you are. Even if it's a negative thing, show me what you've overcome.
I'm gonna say this, and it could be hated on or whatever, but it's just some real shit.
Mm-hmm.
And for women, you want to know if a guy really into you. Are you willing to sacrifice not getting yours and holding out on the booty to give him time to really invest in you and get to know you before opening that part of yourself? Because sex can be very blinding and misleading, bro.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean...
And I love booty. Don't get me wrong.
All men love booty, bro. Once you get one taste...
I need 10.
Well, not exactly tasting
like,
booty, because eyes don't do that. But...
I just feel like you might be a...
Nah.
Nah. You...
Nah.
No. Wait, you don't go grocery shopping, bro?
No.
Whatever.
Yeah, Walmart.
Yeah. That's what they call it now?
Not at my girl Mart. No.
Wally, they don't call it Wally World?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. No, I agree, man. Look, booty is amazing and all that, but let's be real. I got a whole bunch of things that are more important at this point in my life.
Of course.
I mean,
but
that's all respect. I tell you now, respect for me is like of the utmost. If you don't respect me, you don't care about me. I could like a bunch of chicks who I don't care about.
Respect is number one in all men.
You respect me?
That's number one in all men. That's you respect me, I love you. Women need love, men need respect.
And for men, I feel like respect is like the symbol of that. If you respect a person, that means you respect what they do, who they are. You take, care. Excuse me, to know like the things that they're into. You respect their career goals or whatever. If you respect a person or you respect a man, that is like the biggest boost to his ego, because he creates, like, that's one of the things that drives men is respect, and they want to have the respect of their coworkers, respect of their boss, respect of their wife. If I know that if you're okay with who I am and what I'm doing, I'm on top of the world. Can't nobody say nothing to me.
Right. Totally agree, bro.
No, yeah, but what else can we? You can't shy away from talking about sex.
Of course not.
And this is why I say this. A lot of, and I apologize from on behalf of like humanity, from the bottom of my heart, for those people out there who've had things happen to them, traumatic things happen to them in their past, that they may not even had an opportunity to go and talk about and deal with and work through and get healed from, mentally or emotionally. At some point, I need to know that happened, because that may have affected how you even view our physical relationship.
That's transparency.
But obviously, if I may feel like I may not feel like I'm as worth it because of that happening. So I may view sex differently. I may view a physical relationship with you differently, as opposed to me who hasn't had that happen. Maybe, just maybe, we'll have we need to have that conversation so we can have a meeting of the mind. So I know how to go about this thing.
Totally agree, bro. Totally agree. What were we talking about earlier?
Oh man, so we was talking about submission.
Yeah.
He believes one of the things that you talk about relationships, especially to people in romantic relationships. You want to be successful. You want to know something, women and men, in my opinion, that you can't divorce from the process of relationship or having a successful relationship goal or bae goal or whatever. Submission.
Well, the word says wives be submissive to your husbands.
Right.
And it says for husbands to basically be a servant to your wife. So for us, submission you can say it's submission, but it's submission and servant to versus theirs is more. It don't mean they don't have an opinion, they don't have a voice, they don't have a say so, or nothing like that. But it's just like they know their role. They know that it's God, man, and you're the husband, you're the leader. You know what I'm saying?
All
so
right,
that's more of their submission.
But let me ask you this: when God first talked about, He made woman, you think about Eve, or you think about that Proverb 31 woman. She don't sound like the most submissive person on the earth, man. She sound like a boss.
But just like
she sound like today's independent woman.
Right, but just like any other thing. See, okay, today's independent woman.
She go out and buy in the land.
Hold on, wait. She ain't always a wife though. If you notice,
okay, I'm sorry.
Proverbs 31 didn't say anything about her being submissive, but in other scripture, guys, the word telling us wives be submissive to your husband. Matter of fact, I got it.
Oh, he's bringing the law.
Yeah. Ephesians 5, verses 22 through 24, I believe. For wives, this means submit to your husbands as to the Lord. For a husband is the head of his wife, as Christ is the head of the church. He is the savior of his body, the church. As the church submits to Christ, so you wives should submit to your husbands in everything.
Whew. Ladies. That sounds like a tall task. No, but maybe we're thinking about submission and in a way that maybe it shouldn't ever have been. We're not talking about slavery. We're not talking about if you sit out and plan a trip to, I don't know, Jamaica, but just because I'm the dude, I'm the man, right, head of the household, I'm like, baby, I know you planned all that. I want to go to Alaska, and I'm just expecting you to just up and jump and change all the plans that you didn't work on and go to Alaska because I want to go to Alaska. In my opinion, that's not what this is. This is not you don't have a voice. This is not, you do as I say like a child. This is like considering your husband before yourself. In my opinion, when it talks about the Proverb 31 woman, it don't talk about the fact that her husband is up with her feeding her family. It doesn't talk about the husband being with them when she goes and buys the land. It doesn't talk about even him in the city with the with all the people and all his bosses and everything. He says when he's respected within the gates. It doesn't say that he was with her when all this was happening. She was out there doing it and making moves without the husband being there, without the man being there. She's a boss. So submitting is saying, all right, I'm in a relationship. I probably need to at times put myself second and the other person first. Oh, excuse me. Appreciate it, man. Hey, second time's money. Something coming. All right. I'm just saying. All right. So, what do you think? I mean, do you think that men look at submission kind of in a skewed way? Like, do you think that we kind of take it overboard and are more tyrants than we are partners?
Yeah. And I think that's why when women hear the word submissive, they like, whoa, I ain't finna be bound down to you and doing all this. And that's not really what it means. You know what I'm saying? But the world doesn't tell you that's what being submissive is in biblical, in biblical reverence. It's different. You know, you got the worldly, what the world say, what society say submission to is, and you got what God say being submissive.
I agree. So all right. So we got submissive, basically just if we're on the same page, I believe. It's submitted. It's considering the other person before yourself as the same thing if you were doing with God. If you want to go one way and you believe God is going another way, or you believe that God is telling you to go a particular direction, you're going to consider what God wants you to do before you consider what you want to do.
That's something you should do.
Just saying. That's something you should do.
Right.
But even in our relationships, if we're trying to live right, we're trying to have successful relationships, men and women need to both understand at times you're going to submit. And guess what? That's a powerful thing to say that other person you are willing to submit to. So at the end of the day, please be careful who you decide to submit to. Be careful, have conversations, have that communication, and please, please, please watch We're Just Men.
Peace.
Yo, it's a Bird Dog. We'll see you next time. Oh, shit.